There's no place like home. There's no place.
Home. Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is easy 'cause of you. And la 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 la.
Welcome back to Home Wizards Hour 2, where we love to help improve your home and improve your life.
Hey,
Who are
I'm
you?
Eric. Well, I'm Eric Stromer, and the beginning of Hour 2 is exciting because we just keep getting really cool, exciting guests.
I'm hearing power tools.
Yeah,
is
people
that
are cutting.
they're
Oh my God,
beckoning
they're
you?
cutting a man in half in a box. It's like a magic show.
Cindy Dole here with my buddy Eric, and we are at the greatest and largest circus. Yeah, no, not the circus, sorry. It's the biggest kitchen and bath show, and it really is a candy store. When you look around, you see everything, all these brands that you know of, or maybe you haven't learned of them yet when you're shopping
Right.
for things for your home.
Right, and also the latest and greatest in terms of what they're designing and how they're honoring, what we call our space in the home and kitchen and bath and all that great stuff. There's always something that really kind of appeals to me when we come to these shows. Always new things that excite me and
Well, there's
really,
solutions, right?
That's right.
Now tell us about you. You have an angst. Well, I guess we both do because we like to cook chicken.
Yeah.
Now, what's the matter?
It is an angst.
Well, it
You're
is.
right.
You're normal.
Look,
all do.
Look at my body language.
Don't
I've
be
crossed my
worried,
arms. I'm
little
getting
fella.
all nervous and
No.
scared now, and I'll tell you why.
It's chicken.
I have chicken phobia.
The
It's
icky
the icky
juices
chicken
and
juice.
the
You know what I
stuff.
mean? Like when you touch the chicken raw, and then you go
You're
to touch the
seasoning it.
refrigerator
Oh,
handle,
yeah.
and then I have all these kids under 13 years old now who go in, they touch the things, and it just feels like salmonella house.
And it feels
Welcome to the stomach flu home.
yuck.
Is
Or
basically what it
it's
feels
just kind
like.
of gross. You have like a whole chicken. You're going to roast a chicken.
Yeah.
And you've got that anyway. But the issue goes from the kitchen to the bathroom as
Yeah.
well. And with us is a woman who's going to talk about something that is a big solution, like my husband who is shaving and has to try to turn the water to be at a certain temperature, and it's running. And how are you doing that? Anyway, with us is Laura Brooke, and she's with Brizo. She's the senior brand manager. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you
And
so much.
Hi,
she's
Laura.
wearing
Happy to be
black,
here.
and black is the color of the moment at Brizo. And tell us why.
Yes. Well, I am wearing black because it's in celebration of a new collection that we're launching in conjunction with Jason Wu.
And who is Jason Wu?
Who is
Hello,
Jason
we know
Wu?
him, right?
Yes, we love him. We know him. We love him.
And so
Jason
does
Wu
Michelle
is
Obama, right?
Absolutely. Jason Wu is a fashion designer, most notably known for having designed Michelle Obama's inaugural ball gown. So that beautiful white, delicate dress that she wore that graced the cover of every magazine and now hangs in the Smithsonian. So he was the designer for that. We have worked with him since 2006. And our relationship has evolved now, so we have a whole new collection that's coming out with him, a powder room collection that we'll be launching this summer.
And it's black.
And it is black.
It's almost
Yes.
anodized looking, right? I mean, it has that sort of flat.
It's
Yeah,
very
it's
matte.
surface.
It's a
Yeah,
matte
yeah,
black,
yeah.
yeah.
It's an epoxy finish of some kind, right?
It's called PVD. It's
Uh-huh.
a physical
Ooh,
vapor
I think
something
I think
else.
I had that in college.
Oh, no. You
Oh, no,
got
that
over
was
it.
something different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness the medicine
That's
cured
right.
you.
Yes,
thanks.
that's right.
Antibiotics, they work wonders.
There's a doctor for that. But it's a very durable finish. The PVD. It's lifetime finish, so it doesn't scratch, doesn't discolor, doesn't tarnish, easy to clean.
And you know what? It's darn sexy is what it is. I mean,
it's
you're bringing
sleek
sexy
and
back to the
sophisticated.
bathroom.
We are. We're bringing sexy back. Absolutely. It's,
I love it because it doesn't streak when you clean it. Like with some stainless
Oh,
things.
right.
You'll
It shows
try and wipe it down.
watermarks.
It shows watermarks.
Uh-huh.
This feels like a really unique and interesting finish. I really like the way it looks.
And so not only is it
Yeah.
beautiful, Jason Wu style,
Mm-hmm.
but it has, talk about this great function in terms of our hands-free or tapping motion.
Sure. The technology with the Jason Wu Brizo faucet, the faucet itself is called Odin. But the technology with this one is absolutely revolutionary to the faucet industry. So this particular faucet's built on a platform called an electronic proportioning valve. So there's no mechanical valve in the faucet at all. There's no need for a handle. It offers lots of really interesting design opportunities. But it also gives us some great functional benefits. One of them being our Smart Touch Plus technology, which is you can tap the faucet on or off. So again, if you have someone that messy hands, kids
back
were
to my chicken reference.
Back to your chicken reference. Hopefully you're not doing that in the bathroom.
No.
But if you have kids with messy hands for whatever reason, they can just touch the faucet on with their wrist or with an elbow, wash their hands, rinse them off, touch it off without ever getting their fingers.
And cupping your hands under the faucet.
Yeah, so it's the entire faucet acts as a sensor as well. So if you get anywhere within 4 inches of the faucet itself, the water will turn off, and then when you pull your hands away, the water will turn on when your hands get close, and then when you pull your hands away, the water automatically turns off.
And then the other thing, I did try it, and I thought it was really well done in terms of the functionality of it, because here's what I hate.
Yeah.
When I'm at the airport, and I put my hands under the faucet, and then I pull them away because it doesn't come out, and then I pull them away, and then it comes out, and then I put them back, and I can't get water.
Oh, yeah.
You do the faucet dance.
It makes me crazy.
You're trying to outsmart the faucet.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's the same with the paper towels, where you're like, okay, paper towel, and then you walk out, and then you hear it go, and then talk about. Makes me crazy. This, however, does not do that. This is very intelligent. So
it's entirely different.
And let me go to my practical brain, because I'm a contractor. So what's going to keep it from malfunctioning down the road?
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really simple technology. I guess our engineers wouldn't like hearing me say that, but it picks up your electrical signal. So as opposed to what you see in the restrooms at the airports and other public places where it works off an infrared beam, and you have to figure out where the beam is, and it has to, and you run into issues with if you're wearing the wrong color, it doesn't recognize you, and all kinds of crazy things. This actually, every human being puts off a little bit of an electrical signal, and this faucet actually detects that signal. So I guess unless you're dead, in which case you're not putting off the signal anymore.
What about if you're dead inside, like me? No?
So it's a life sensor. It's basically checking if your personality has a lot of life to it.
Is there anything?
I think you would set it off really quickly.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything in terms of a replacement battery or anything that has to generate that sensor that we have to know to replace?
Yeah, technically there is a battery pack. It runs off of 6C batteries that you just mount under the deck.
Okay.
That battery pack will last about 2 years with average use.
Okay, that's fantastic.
When the batteries get down to about 20% life left, the faucet will start blinking at you. So
there's a little LED light.
There's a little LED light built into the base of the faucet. They'll blink at you.
What about installation? Is this something that we can do ourselves?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's probably the easiest faucet you'll ever install. So it's about 3 steps, and exactly, it's an electronic valve. You just plug that in below the deck, plug the faucet on top.
But you have to have power or no?
You don't hardwire it in. It's battery.
Okay, got
battery pack.
Wow.
So it doesn't have to be hardwired at all.
What is the price point for these?
The list price on that faucet in the very sleek Jason Wu finish,
the sexy black,
is $7.99.
Okay,
list.
Yeah.
Which is competitive with other high-end beautiful design things.
And it extends the Jason Wu look. Mm-hmm. The room with the woo.
Yes.
In the bathroom, it goes to the accessories that are. Well, talk about it. I mean, there's rails and tower racks.
Yeah, it's a full accessory line that Jason really was hands-on involved in designing, and it's intriguing because what he really wanted to do was juxtapose European design sentiments, which are very sleek lines, very clean, with a wonderful Baroque ornamentation.
Yeah.
And so it has this great Baroque rosette as a backplate or as the door pulls that's mixed in many cases with polished chrome or brushed nickel bars.
Right.
So you can really incorporate his full accessory line into a bath, regardless of whether you have a polished chrome or brushed nickel, those typical bath finishes. But it has such a great clean lines with a little decoration.
And here's what I like about it too, from the design standpoint. It doesn't feel like he's imposing his thing on it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels more like it's sort of all subtle and really tastefully done.
Well, and also because black is kind of it's a trendy and unusual thing to have in your bathroom, but yet it feels universal.
It does.
Meaning that no matter what style you have in your home, you can do this.
It
looks great with the white. It looks
Absolutely.
great.
It is, you're right. It is
it's
neutral.
definitely
That's
a
good
neutral.
word.
Yeah. So talk about your website so people can find images of this and see Jason Wu.
Absolutely. They can see some wonderful videos demonstrating the product itself and hearing directly from Jason what his inspiration was.
Yeah.
But this is all on our website, www.brizo, brizo.com.
Very good.
And I'll tell you, I did love the functionality of it. It was great.
And you have it.
I was worried at
Thank
first.
you.
It was like, oh no, it's one of these airport things.
And by the
then
way,
I'm like,
Eric,
oh my God, it
they
works
have
great.
it for the kitchen
Yeah.
too. You can get the black one. It's not a
If
Jason
I
Wu.
don't
but
have
It's not Jason Wu, but yeah, we have with the Smart Touch only.
Yeah.
If I don't have this faucet, I'm going to kill myself.
Don't. Come on.
Love this faucet.
Then you
All
need to
right.
get it.
I
Thanks
know.
so much.
Absolutely.
Laura with the Brizo company, thanks for giving us some insight into really some cool things in terms
Yeah.
of faucets for the bath and for the
I
kitchen.
love when form and
Excellent.
function work
Thank
and it
you.
happens, and this is a great example.
Well, speaking of a
Right.
form and function, wait to hear about our next guest. Their team of experts do all kinds of, well, kind of like a think tank research, right, Eric? I mean, they look into what is our society, what are the different generations, and what is that going to say about how we live?
Yeah, I kind of fell in love with this next guest.
It's really neat.
because it's so cool to hear all these different things that kind of these aggregate information things that give you an idea of what's
Everything
coming.
from like instead of baby boomers, we're now Zoomers. If you're a X generation, it's what does that mean? What does that mean in terms of the look of your space and what companies can do to intrigue you to enhance your
right.
space?
It's great market research
Yeah.
and great consumer awareness. It's
So it's
really
called
cool.
Uncontained. We're going to find out why these containers that are just loaded with all kinds of great ideas are really the buzz here at the Kitchen and Bath Show. And we're going to talk more about it here. Eric Stormer, Cindy Dole, the fun continues. Home Wizards, don't you go away. We're just getting started.
Yeah.